Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, B'Kakadash. Next, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. This is your brother Dawah from the Men of Valor camp here in Greenville, South Carolina, coming back with another video in sincerity and in truth. Lord willing, it could be edifying. All right, and overnight, all right, we got breaking news from zerohash.com. Let's get right into it, man. All right, I did a video about the United States or Biden giving Ukraine the okay to use these long-range missiles against Russia. And we were waiting for a response to see how Putin and Russia, or they call it the Kremlin, was going to react. And we have the reaction. Russia fires ICBM into Ukraine for the first time, Kyiv claims. I already see brothers doing videos clearing up the air because they're pushing the vibration of World War III out heavily. And when you hear ICBMs, you're automatically thinking like the nuclear warheads. Now, the average person, they're going to be bent out of shape. These preppers and all that shit, they're going to be all bent out of shape about them using ICBMs. We about to go to nuclear war. Nah. The MOTB has to be pushed throughout all the world. All right, they have to do that. All right, it's written. All right, the Lord isn't about to just skip over prophecies. The Lord isn't just going to skip over that, and drop the nukes and we out of here. No, all these things must be fulfilled. So, nonetheless, all right, this is the next level of warfare, and I've said that many a times through the Spirit, updating these different things going on as far as war in the so-called Middle East and in Ukraine and Russia and whatnot. And this was the next wave of war. All right, these mid-range or long-range missiles being shot off. All right, and that's actually scriptural as well. And that's how World War III is mainly going to be fought. Yeah, you're going to have foot soldiers and whatnot, but how it's going to end with thermonuclear missiles, missiles being shot out from one end of Earth to the other. All right, the Lord created these, put it in their mind to create these instruments to be able to waste, man. All right, so that prophecy is fulfilled. So we're seeing that, not only are they using this way of war now, all right, but also Russia is about to lay over, man. They're not going to just let America, because that's really who it is. They're not too much worried about Ukraine as much as they're worried about America and the West. All right, the United States just going to keep barraging them with missiles and all that shit, and Russia's going to lie down. No, the Lord said in Ezekiel the 38th chapter that he would put hooks into thy jaws and bring thee back, and raise up their armies, So let's get into it. It says Ukraine's Air Force Command says that Russia has, for the first time in the multi-year war, launched an intercontinental ballistic missile, or ICBM, targeting the central Ukrainian city of Dnipro. The unprecedented escalation follows Ukraine's recent use of U.S.-made MGM-140 Army tactical missile systems and British Storm Shadow missiles to strike military targets deep within Russia. The use of an ICBM is Russia demonstrating its greater capabilities in response to Ukraine's long-range missile strikes. And we said through the Spirit that this war was going to continue to move, push forward. It's been going on for a couple of years now. And back when it first went down, the Americans tried to seem like, oh, they're kicking the Russians' ass, they're losing soldiers. Like, no, that's just one wave of their war. They have, man, they're not, they're getting in this for the long game, man. All right, this ain't about to be it is in the grand scheme of things going to be a quick war, but they've already been fighting for 2 years, right? So they've stretched this thing out. America's been depleting their funds, depleting their resources, sending Ukraine and sending Israel and Taiwan a bunch of aid and all that shit. All right, they're trying to deplete them that way. It says the use of an ICBM is Russia's demonstrating its greater capabilities in response to Ukraine's long-range missile strikes. A senior Ukrainian military official told the Financial Times that Russia launched an ICBM called RS-26 Rubix that has a range of 3,700 miles that can strike any European capital. So they didn't put the warheads on them, the nuclear warheads, but they hit them, man. They got video and shit. I don't know if it's on here. It says, although RS-26 Rubez can use, I think that's the word, can be used to deliver a thermonuclear warhead or avant-garde hypersonic glide vehicle. Thursday morning's attack on Dnipro region was non-nuclear, instead some sort of conventional warhead. Using these kinds of missiles, whether RS-26 or true ICBM, is a conventional role. Interconventional role does not make a lot of sense because of their relatively low accuracy and high cost. Pavel Podvig, a senior researcher at the United Nations Institute of Disarmament Research, wrote on X, but this kind of strike might have a value as a signal, Podvig added, and yes, it does. Malcolm Davis, a senior analyst at the Australian Strategic Policy Institute, told CNN that the ICBM strike on Ukraine is a message to Kyiv's Western backers. It was a message for America, a message for Great Britain. It says, he emphasized that this week's escalation, including the Biden-Harris administration greenlighting Ukraine's use of ATACMs and Storm Shadow missiles to strike military targets in Russia, have likely prompted this escalation. Earlier this week, Russian President Vladimir Putin lowered the threshold for nuclear weapon use. He stated the use of Western non-nuclear rockets by armed forces of Ukraine against Russia can prompt a nuclear response. Davis continued, clearly what the Russians have done here is take the nuclear warheads off the missile and launch the missile either as an inert missile without anything on it, or maybe with some sort of conventional warhead. It says they are trying to send a message. They're trying to massively say to the West, look, the use of these Storm Shadows and ATACM missiles maybe is challenging Russia's critical interests. And so they're trying to intimidate us into backing down here, he added. Videos posted on X show what could be warheads from the ICBM, so you can see it. You see them striking. Falling quick, man. All right, you see it. There's some more videos. Look how they come out the sky, man. That shit, that's quick. That shit looks wild. But let's go back. All right, where we at? It says, what's clear is that the Biden-Harris administration knew exactly what they were doing by provoking Russia with the deployment of ATACMs and British missiles. U.S. officials have since closed the U.S. embassy in Kyiv out of an abundance of caution. And Marcus Goldman, E.C. Kepakesi, commented on the situation, think particularly in Europe, there is a real geopolitical risk premium now as Ukraine-Russia following a series of escalations. Europe gave up its early rally day on the back of further missile attacks. Earlier this morning, Ukraine says Russia fired ICBM off ramps. Not obvious, but again, this is not a new conflict, and you're supposed to fade geopolitical escalation. Sentiment has come down quite a bit. The bull-bear spread in the American Association of Individual Investor Weekly. All right, you see it. It says Kremlin spokesperson Dmitry Peskov told reporters it is a very dangerous position that the ongoing administration is taking, adding, this is a new escalation happening. Users on the prediction market platform website Polymarket had bid up the contract will of nuclear weapon detonated in 2024 from 11% to 18%. So you see, they're talking about these nukes being used, man, which we know, once again, there won't be a nuclear holocaust until all the prophecies are fulfilled concerning the MOTB, Jacob's Trouble, all these things, man. All right, we ain't just like IUIC saying, oh, we just going along, la-di-da, and then boom, the kingdom. All right, we have a more sure word of prophecy. We're not shaking their mind by seeing news like this. The average prepper probably on the internet now, get your bug out bag, it's about to go down. Like, nah, don't be shaking their mind by that. Of course, get your mind right, but you should be ready. You should know and understand the times that we're in. The Lord told us of the times that we would be in, and what the signs to look for, to know that the end is near. All right, and we're gonna get some of that. But yeah, let's go ahead and grab it. Well, actually, let's go back and I'll come back to Matthew 24. But I mentioned that this is going to be the new conventional way of war, in contrast to how war was fought in past times. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. But this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. All right, that burning and fuel of fire will come from that. Revelation breaks it down. Goes into those ICBMs. Those it says their heads were like a lion, and their tails like a snake, and then their heads they do hurt. Roughly paraphrasing. All right, the Apostle John was breaking down what he was able to see, what he was seeing. All right, because that technology wasn't prevalent at that time, so he was describing it as he saw it. He saw the stars falling from heaven. As a fig, casting off his figs, a fig tree casting off his figs. The stars falling from heaven. All right, we see these in these videos. The mushroom cloud. There was other videos I saw where they showed the mushroom cloud, man. It wasn't a huge one. And once again, these weren't nuclear warheads on there. It wasn't a nuclear strike, but they used the missile system that to carry these nuclear warheads and to strike them, to show, hey, we have access to these. We're not bluffing. So this is gonna be with burning and fuel of fire, man, because these shits do massive damage. I know brothers, man, they be getting into the damage. I know the brother Shakan be doing it, get into the damage that these different missiles can do, man. Russia has their Satan 2 bombs and shit. They say like 4 of them can destroy all of America. So this is a very much a threat. All right, but once again, World War III ain't about to, go nuclear tomorrow. All right, so let's get this real quick. And Yahweh Shah made mention of that. This is Matthew chapter 24. And I'll go right to the point. Verse 5, verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Are we not hearing about that? The war with Ukraine, the war with, the war, the front of Russia, Ukraine, the front of Israel, and everybody else that they fighting in the so-called Middle East. All right, the front of North Korea and South Korea, the front of China and Taiwan, right? You seeing all these different fronts. So you hear about wars and rumors of wars. Every day waking up, you see World War III and shit trending on Twitter, man. Those are rumors of wars. All right, those still count. It says, see that ye be not troubled. See, we're not supposed to be troubled. We ain't supposed to be shaking in mind. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, Habashah said it himself. There's still things that have to go down. We definitely are in the end. He said we were in the end back when he was walking the earth. But now we're definitely in the end. All right, but still things have to unfold. We can't put a time frame on it. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation. We're seeing it. And kingdom against kingdom. You got the West versus the Russia and the so-called East. It says that there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places. And we're seeing all these things being tokens as to further signs that we're in the end. Verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrow. So it's going to get even worse. Jacob's trouble is going to be a time like never before. All right, so don't be shaking in mind that you see this on the news. Once again, we have a more sure word of prophecy. All right, we know that the missiles, they not about to, America not going to shoot a missile over there. Not today. Probably not tomorrow either. Once again, there's things that have to go down first. That MOTB, that CHIP has to be pushed throughout all the world. Now we see it. You got Kim Kardashian, doing a damn glamour shoot with a robot. Right? We in bizarro world, man. We know we don't have long. And the way that they're talking, the way that Russia's talking, the way America's not backing down. All right. Hey, once again, this inauguration could possibly not go down if this continues to further escalate. We ain't even hit December yet. You still got all of December, and then you got like more than half of January to get through. So we're gonna see, But I wanted to share this breaking news this morning. And Lord willing, was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash, and double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect. Till next time, Shalom.